Hello, this is Johnny from Green Herb Gaming back with some more Spyro Reignited Trilogy. I'm still stuck on Wild Flight. It sure is a wild flight. It's so wild I just can't feckin' complete it. So I hope my lovely subscribers and my viewers enjoy this stream. Shout out to my subscribers right now. Shout out and please subscribe to ProChronicsVlogz, L4 Electricity Kid, Epic Kid 23, DLA, Alan Sewell, Damien Sewell, Chad Middleton, Aidan Denniston, Black Knight the Gamer, Hamino Games. I don't know if I said it, but Mindpix Gaming, again, if I did say it. And all of my other lovely subscribers. Your support means a lot to me because your support makes my channel what it is. So thank you for all the support and a shout out to all of my subscribers. So I hope you all enjoy the stream. So as I said, I am playing Spyro Reignited Trilogy and I'm playing Wild Flight, the special stage of the Beast Maker's world. It is a world in the game. And also, just in case people are wondering which Spyro game I'm playing, because this is the Reignited Trilogy. It's a trilogy, there's 3 Spyro games included. Just in case you're wondering which Spyro game I'm playing, it's actually the first game in the trilogy, the very first Spyro. You know what's interesting as well is I didn't get very far into this game originally when I had it on the PlayStation, and I think I know why, because it's so hard. But it was actually Spyro Year of the Dragon that I played more. Spyro! And as the title of the video says, I can do this. I just don't know how long it'll take. It could be 2020. It could be 2040. I could be an old man in a wheelchair.
This is Johnny from Green Herb Gaming, back with some more Spyro Reignited Trilogy gameplay. I'm still stuck on Wild Flight.
Well, you never know. No, I've got this. I will do this. I've overcome so many challenges in my time as a gamer. Come on, Spyro, you've got this. I feel so refreshed. I feel reignited. No pun intended. Actually, you know what? That was intended, actually. Deal with it. That pun was completely intended. I'm going to do this. Where's the last boat? Where's the last boat? There you are. No, I just gotta find... Oh, no! Okay, I'm going to just cry now for the next 2 minutes. Because that was absolutely heartbreaking. I always feel that a game that has these type of challenges are the more fun games, and they're definitely the most addictive games. So like how do I see how many? Okay, I can no. Okay, so basically like I have to get 8 chests, 8 archers, planes and boats. So that's my objective, that's my challenge now. And it's, as you can see, it's quite difficult, but it's also very addictive, because you as the gamer, you really just, you want to complete the challenge. And I think games like that are so fun. Keep using the flame, because you never know when a plane could be in the air, so that's why I keep using my flame. Just in case my viewers are wondering, why does Johnny keep using his flame? Well, now you know. Yeah, so you have no idea how addictive this special stage is right now. And even in the main levels themselves, where you have to collect so many gems and save so many dragons, sometimes dragon eggs as well, I always get so obsessed, and I always have so much fun, you know, trying to perfect each level, 100% complete each level, get all the gems, save all the dragons, get all the dragon eggs. And in these special stages, you know, I need to complete this, you know what I mean? I need to get all of these chests and planes and boats and go through all the arches, and you know, they're so, these games are like so fun because of that, you know? So as I pointed out many times by now, Spyro the Dragon is one of my many childhood games, one of my favourite games of all time. But another childhood game is making a comeback. In fact, another childhood PlayStation game is making a comeback very soon, the end of this month, and that game is Resident Evil 2. So I cannot wait to get my hands on that amazing game again. And you can be sure as bread on butter, I don't know what the hell I just said there, but you can be sure that I will be live streaming that game when I get it. So I have a lot of PlayStation childhood games, but that doesn't really make any sense really, because obviously, because the PlayStation, I got the PlayStation 1 when I was a child, so every single game I've played on that game is my childhood game. As I said before, like I've been playing video games for, I would say, 20 plus years, since I was a young kid. So there's a lot of games that are my childhood games, basically. So on the PlayStation, what are the games that would stand out to me now? Obviously Spyro the Dragon, Resident Evil series, Metal Gear Solid series, the Final Fantasy series. So those are just some of the PlayStation childhood games that stand out to me. So yeah, the next PlayStation childhood game to make a grand return would be Resident Evil 2 at the end of this month. I am so hyped for that game. I got the special edition, and I mean the special edition, that one. If you're listening, you're thinking, that one? Yeah, that one. The one that costs like €200. That one. I shit you not. It literally cost something like, I think, yeah, it was something like €200. It comes with the game. It comes with a massive model of the, I think the police station. It comes with a map as well. A load of stuff. You get all of the, like the DLC and special costumes. Basically, you just can't get any better than the edition that I got. I got it because I am a huge fan of the Resident Evil series. I wasn't letting that one go, you know. I mean, the grand return of Resident Evil 2, you know, I wasn't going to let that one go. I had to go all out for that. Spyro, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Okay. To anybody watching this video right now, section below, what childhood video game would you like to see remastered, brought back, remade, remastered, re-released, whatever? What childhood game would you want to see brought back? The one I'd like to see return is Super Mario 64. I know it got re-released on the DS, and it was good, and you could play as other characters and stuff like that, and there was like new levels and stuff. But come on, I mean like a full-on remake. Like, I mean, Super Mario 64 DS was exactly that. It was Super Mario 64 on the DS. I am talking about a full-on like remake. I'm talking about like using the Switch's assets, like, you know, using the Switch's specs and just making a full-on like HD remake of Super Mario 64. That's what I would love to see. Imagine that, like running around in Peach's Castle in full HD. You know, like fully HD models. Oh my god. And imagine like the music being remastered as well. But I'd love if they did the same thing that this game does, where you can choose between the remastered soundtrack or the original soundtrack. I would love that. So yeah, Nintendo, if you're listening, give me a Super Mario 64 remake, and I will be a happy camper. Chad Middleton, welcome back. New year, new me. Hello, I'm back. Trying to pay bills, and there's new people. There's new people working. Oh, the joys of bill paying. The joys of the real world, eh? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Because I can relate to that. So as you can see, Chad, I'm still stuck on Wild Flight. Really, really challenging. Oh yeah. Who's that phone call can wait now. That phone call can wait. I've got an interactive question to ask Chad. I love asking those interactive questions. What childhood game would you like to see brought back? Either remastered, remade, or re-released? What would that game be? What childhood game, like what game from your childhood would you like to see brought back? Well, let me know on the live chat below. For me, as I said, it's gotta be Super Mario 64. I would love to see that game being fully remade on a home console. Like, I know it got released on the DS, but like in terms of a full home console remake in glorious HD, that's the next remake I want to see. That's the next remake I want to see. But what would yours be, Chad? And to anyone else watching the uploaded video on YouTube. Gotta say, I'm doing a terrible job right now playing this game. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu already happened. You got your wish already. I love it. So I'll say Super Mario or Sunshine. Oh, that's yeah. That's a good choice. That's a good choice. Remake of the GameCube version. I mean, imagine like that game looked amazing on the GameCube in standard definition. You could imagine. That's actually a good choice, really, because that game is so colourful. The colours in that game are just so striking. You could imagine if they like fully remade that, not even just a remaster now, but you could imagine if they actually remade that game from scratch. And you know what? I actually think that Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu is the best remake ever made. And I'll tell you why. You gotta remember, the original Pokemon games were Game Boy games. They were black and white monochrome games. These games had no colour. Now I'm talking about the original Pokemon games. I know you can put them into a Game Boy Color and they got a little bit of colour and stuff. But I'm talking about like the original Pokemon games, which is what Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are, a remake of those games. There was no colour, absolutely no colour, and they were Game Boy games. You know, they had like micro chrome graphics. To see those games come to life in full HD on a full size HD TV is just absolutely stunning. That is why I think that those games are the best remakes ever made. Hands down. Hands down. You got your wish already, so I'm happy for that, chat. I'm happy for that. You got your wish. You got your wish already. And so yeah, so for me again, like it would have to be Super Mario 64 full remake of that game. Would just, oh, that would be a dream come true. Just like it was when my beloved purple buddy Spyro made his grand return. But chat, I feel so much better now after getting all of that off my chest. And putting that video together about we're all gamers. I'm not going to go into detail with it again, but all I can say is I feel so much better now. Yes, I agree. Pokemon Blue was my first game. You remember having to blow on the cartridges? Oh, I do. That was one of the great things about the cartridge era, wasn't it? You know, whenever you put your game, it wouldn't come on. I mean, it was just, I don't know what the hell it was. Everyone did it like. It was such a natural thing. We just took up that cartridge, blowed into it, put it back in, and we thought that some like magical spell had occurred. You know, the blowing spell. And the reality is, it did absolutely nothing. It did absolutely nothing. But but the weird thing is, like, I don't know how to explain. Like, it didn't do anything, but it still worked. It's weird. But yeah, one of the cool things about growing up in the 90s for me was the cartridge era. Blowing into that microphone, or throwing into that cartridge and just like, just hoping for the best. And then another thing as well that I've noticed, I think it mightn't be the same, but similar, was when, even to this day, like when discs came out, like, but specifically the PlayStation, I remember whenever a game didn't load on the PlayStation, you just naturally take it out, like, and you'd kind of, you'd breathe on the disc. If I'm trying to explain that, like you'd go like that, like you'd breathe onto the disc and kind of, I can't think of the word I'm trying to use here, but yeah, and then like wipe it with like a cloth or something like that, and put it back in, and it would work. So that was like the next generation, basically, of blowing into a cartridge. Yeah, one of the cool things about growing up in the 90s, gotta say, blowing into those cartridges. I think the next generation of blowing into a cartridge, let me think. I'm trying to think about it now. I'm trying to think what it is. Yeah, I think I know what it is. It has to involve lag. Anyway, I gotta get that lag in there. You know how gamers nowadays, like, always talk about lag. Oh, the lag! The lag! It's the lag! Mum! Turn off your Wi-Fi! You're taking all my Wi-Fi! My game is lagging because of you! Get off the internet! That's the next generation of blowing into a cartridge right now, because it doesn't matter if 50 people are connected to the Wi-Fi, it wouldn't make any difference. We have some actual, we have some adults for a while licking on the Switch cartridges. Yeah, that was something. Yeah, that was definitely quite interesting. It kind of reminded me when I was a kid. I used to, oh my god, this is going to sound really embarrassing now, but when I was a kid, I would used to lick batteries. You know those square batteries with the things on the top. But I would lick batteries. Yeah. Oh, it's out there now. There's no going back. No, Johnny from Green Herb Gaming used to lick batteries as a kid. Oh god, I can see the memes already. But yeah, I used to do that. But apparently it's meant to be quite similar, licking the Swift cartridges. But I like the reason for it though. It's for safety reasons. It's because if young kids try to, probably not young kids, but like babies and toddlers, if they get hold of a cartridge and they try to like eat it and swallow it, well, it's going to taste so bad that they're going to have no choice but to spit it out. I never heard of. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! This is actually so embarrassing. Oh my god! Okay, I'm just going to move on. So moving on from battery licking. Oh my god! Holy shit! It's an Irish thing. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's an Irish thing. It's what we did in Ireland. We lick batteries in Ireland. Yeah. Oh fuck. But yeah, I would say the next generation of growing up with cartridges is just lag. Anything, like basically blaming anything at all for your lag. Oh my god, there's a cow past. Lag. Oh my god, it's raining. Lag. It's everything at all. Just to kind of the reality is like you're gonna get lag regardless of what your situation is. You could have the fastest broadband in the world, you're going to encounter lag. So I think it's kind of funny now how people kind of, it's a bit like when I used to blow into cartridges thinking that it would fix the situation, and it actually would. But the weird thing about it is I had nothing to do with me blowing into the cartridge. The mysteries of 90s gamers. People will mix frame drops and lag. Yeah, like frame drops. Oh, that's actually very true. Actually, people will mix that. I've even heard. I've even come across people talking about lag when they're not even playing the game online. And I swear to God, that was the most funniest thing ever. But it was kind of embarrassing too for them, like. But it was just absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I mean, these guys playing single-player games. Oh, the lag! And I'm like, it's you're not playing online. You're playing single-player. It's just so funny. But yeah, frame drops is like, yeah, that can happen in a lot of games. And it's so funny, like when they start blaming it on lag. I think it's because they probably just don't understand the difference between lag and frame drops. I think that's what it probably is. But it is so funny. It is so funny. Oh my god. Where is the boat? Spyro, come on. So I'm really looking forward to going into 2019 as a refreshed, reignited gamer. Who's a proud gamer, who's proud of all gamers, regardless of who they are and what their interests are. But yeah, I'm not going to recap the last video. I just feel so refreshed, chat. You know, last night, I remember I was just keep on talking and I didn't know what I was trying to say. But it's so nice that I managed to put it all together into one video. And it came out like, and I feel so reignited. No pun intended there, Spyro. But I do feel reignited. I can now just go back and continue playing the game, right? I love to play, and anyone and all is welcome to go on this journey with me, you know, and share my passion of these games. And if I don't like them, that's cool as well. It's going to be it's going to be a great year for gaming for me, and I'm sure to a lot of other people as well, because there's so many great games being released this year. But some of the highlights for me, I would have to start with Resident Evil 2 Remake, which is getting released at the end of this month. I would have to say the grand return of Animal Crossing, a proper Animal Crossing game. None of this Happy Home Designer crap. None of this Amiibo Festival crap. none of this like this updated game that's been released for the last 4 years with amiibo support. A proper Animal Crossing game, no mobile version. A proper Animal Crossing game has been released this year. Doom Eternal. Man, I played Doom for the very first time last year. Literally, my very first time playing Doom last year. Played Doom. That game is absolutely amazing. So to be able to play Doom, Mortal Kombat. I almost forgot about Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat as well. 11. Oh my god, it keeps going. I get to relive I get to relive a large part of my PlayStation childhood on the Nintendo Switch. How surreal is that? How fucking surreal is that? I get to relive a large part of my PlayStation childhood on my Nintendo Switch when the Final Fantasy like Classic Collection comes to Switch, and you're talking about PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 Final Fantasy games. You're talking about 7 and 9 from the PS1, and 10, 10-2 and 12 from the PS2 era as well. There's going to be Resident Evil Remake, Resident Evil 0 Remake, which was a GameCube game for me, and of course Resident Evil 4. All of those games coming to Switch in 2019. I get to relive those games on the go, anytime, anywhere. What a year it's going to be. It's going to be full of streams. Doom 4 / Sigil expansion is being made for the original Doom by the creator. Nice. It's a free game expansion on PC. You can play a physical copy. That's pretty cool. Come here. I think it's great that in another game as well I'm looking forward to playing is Wolfenstein. There's a Wolfenstein kind of like spin-off, Young Blood, or New Blood. Wolfenstein New Blood. Now, either Wolfenstein New Blood or Wolfenstein 3 has been confirmed for Switch, but Pete Hines from Bethesda pretty much said it in his own words that he was talking about the id Tech engine, which has allowed, like, the id Tech engine is what powers games like Doom and Wolfenstein, and he was talking about Nintendo Switch support, and he said that engine can run on Switch, and that's why we saw Doom, Wolfenstein, and he said that's why the next Wolfenstein will be released on Switch. So we can look forward to a new Wolfenstein game on Switch. Pokemon 8 and Metroid as well. Yeah, definitely. You know, so 2019 just gets better and better and better and better, and these are only the games that we know about. Now, I feel like I've only talked about Nintendo Switch here, but obviously PS4. You know, The Last of Us 2, which I've got to go back and actually play with Last of Us 1 as well. So PS4 is going to play a huge part as well. Medieval is being remade on PS4. At some stage, and as I pointed out, Resident Evil 2 is also going to be on PS4 as well. So PS4 plays a huge part in 2019 as well. Bayonetta 3, yeah, you're right. It's going to be a great year for gaming, all round. But it's great in Wolfenstein, the new Colossus, that you can actually play. You can play Wolfenstein 2, I think. The original Wolfenstein 2, you can play it. But it's so cool because they actually make it where you're actually playing as the Nazis, you're actually playing as the Germans, the bad guys, which is really... So the year just gets better. No, Bayonetta 3 has not actually been confirmed for... Oh no, sorry, it kind of has, hasn't it? Well, I'm confused. Has Bayonetta 3 been confirmed for 2019? Metroid hasn't been confirmed actually for 2019. Metroid has not been confirmed as a 2019 title. My buddy feels like it will be 2020, but I don't think so, personally. That game was shown at the 2017 Game Awards as in development. It's no game is going to be announced at some capacity I know they only showed a logo. But no game is going to get shown 4 years, you know, into development. No way. I hope the new Wolfenstein is more gameplay than movie. Man, I don't know what to say about that. I thought the new Colossus had a shit ton of gameplay. A shit ton of gameplay, man. Chad, come on, man. That game had a shit ton of gameplay, man. Every section, man, every minute of the game, man, you were thrown into an area full of Nazis where you were like shooting up Nazis with giant weapons and Gatling guns and fucking chainsaws, and oh man, that game was full of gameplay. Yes, it had cutscenes, but I mean, I actually enjoyed those cutscenes. The ending, I don't know, I won't say it if you haven't completed the ending of Wolfenstein the New Colossus, but Jesus H. Christ, that ending gave me goosebumps. I thought the story was amazing, I really did. But I did think that it did have a nice combination of gameplay and cutscenes. So, man, Chad, I don't know. I have to agree to disagree on that one there. Damn. Like, it's not like Mass Effect, where you're basically sitting in front of your TV for like 45 minutes watching cutscenes, and then you like press one button to go through a door, and you're watching another fucking 25 minutes of cinematics. So like, yeah, Wolfenstein definitely has that gameplay, man, no doubt about it. And yeah, so Wolfenstein, Doom, man, these are the FPSs that I like to play. I really love those games so much. They're all about that non-stop action gameplay. With those boats. Come on, Spyro, you got this. I believe in you, Spyro. Come on. Oh, it's just the planes that get me every time. Come on, planes. Oh my god. Oh, the pain of that. I came so close there. I came so close. I'm going to limit this stream to an hour, so about 30 more minutes left. I want to do other things in the day. But yeah, 2019 is shaping up to be an amazing year of gaming. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. Oh my god. I think of it like January Resident Evil 2, April Mortal Kombat. Oh my god. And as the year progresses, like, you know, there's gonna be Animal Crossing. Oh my god. And again, like, reliving my childhood with Final Fantasy, Resident Evil. Oh my good god above. It's gonna be amazing. It is going to be magical. Hey, where are you going? Get back there. Oh no, wait, I think I missed that. Final Fantasy Classics. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy Classics on the Switch. No, well, classics in terms of PlayStation anyway, at least. Not classics as in... I missed the boat. As in like NES, but that could happen. That could be a thing. We could definitely see some NES or SNES Final Fantasy games making its way to Switch. Definitely, it's 100% possible. Yeah, we don't know what's in store in 2019. It's or we don't know. Like, we do know what's in store in 2019, but there's so much that we don't know about as well. So I think 2019 is going to be the best year in gaming. To be honest with you, I think something has got to happen with Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's got to at least be shown. Well, sorry, it has been shown. Sorry, but they have to, by now, announce a solid release date. God's sake, like that has to happen by now. I'm gonna deliberately crash here, yeah, it's certainly a great year to be a gamer. Ah, I missed the chest. Spyro head button. Head button. Sony isn't doing E3 this year. Yeah, they're taking the page out of Nintendo. They're taking the page out of Nintendo. But apparently they won't be there at all. Is that true? I think it's just that they won't have a conference, but is it actually that they won't be there at all? Like Sony won't have any sort of presence at E3. Is that what it is? That's pretty crazy. I thought it was just that they won't have a press conference. Oh shit. That was going so well and all, wasn't it? Damn it. So, but the thing about E3 is dead. E3 is irrelevant. E3 is medieval. E3 is just completely unnecessary. E3 started in a time before the internet, before live streams, before YouTube, before social media, before video game announcements could be made in the blink of an eye and the click of a mouse. You know, right now, NetherRealm Studios can take to Twitter and say, Shang Tsung confirmed for Mortal Kombat 11. And we instantly know about that. Nintendo can do a Nintendo Direct and announce Luigi's Mansion and Animal Crossing. E3 and Comic-Con, yeah, they're both dead. They're unnecessary. Comic-Con is a little bit different because Comic-Con is more of a kind of get-together, kind of a community get-together, and it's for the fans really as opposed to the press. But as far as like, E3 started as a platform to make video game announcements to the world, and the press can pick that up and deliver that news back to the public. Well, it's moved on. Technology has moved on since then. We now have the internet. We now have social media. So these companies don't need to go to this media briefing every year to make their announcements. They can make their announcements instantly on the internet through, you know, PlayStation conferences, Xbox conferences, or Nintendo Directs. They can, you know, it doesn't need to be E3 anymore. If you look at some of the biggest games that got announced, you know, throughout the year, it didn't happen at E3. It actually happened, you know, to, like for instance, Mortal Kombat 11 got announced at the Game Awards, for instance, you know. Luigi's Mansion 3 and Animal Crossing got announced in a Nintendo Direct. Super Smash Brothers got announced in a Nintendo Direct. The Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee got shown at a special Pokemon conference that wasn't held at E3. So E3 is no longer the place where the big games get announced, and it's no longer the place where it's no longer the only place where games get announced. So yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with Sony really. I kind of like agree with Sony not going. They don't need to go to E3. I think they kind of realised last year that there's a lot of people that kind of like hated on their conference by saying, "Is that all you have to show?" And the reality is, like, that's not all they have to show, because obviously there's plenty of more games in development for PlayStation that got shown after E3, and that will, you know, that will get shown this year as well. So yeah, it's a dead concept. It's a dead concept, is E3. Spyro, come on. I want to get this level complete. I want to move on with the rest of my life, Spyro, come on. There's so many other great games releasing this year. I don't want to be stuck on Wild Flight for the remaining months of this year. I've got this. I have got this. No, I got this. Oh damn, I forgot the... Oh man. I thought it was finished. With the loops. I guess it wasn't. That's gonna take up so much time. Oh god. Look at how well I was doing and all. That's gonna take up so much time. Come on, fly harder, fly faster. Come on, hurry up. What the hell? Ah, fuck. So I got like 20 more minutes left in the stream. So Chad, I hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're enjoying the gameplay, the general conversation that we always have. Thank God I'm not going on. Thank God I'm not going off and on about like the changes of video games. Some people like to play this and some people like to play that. Thankfully I'm refreshed now from all that. And hopefully 2019 will improve and it'll get better from here onwards, and I'll just be able to be me and play the games I like to play and respect, you know, other people and respect other people's interests, and not, you know, allow myself to get so kind of caught up with how other gamers play their games and stuff like that. So hopefully, you know, all that will come into fruition as the year goes on. Hello, plane. Oh my god, so hard. Oh, I went the wrong way, damn it. Oh yeah, Chad, I don't know if I ever mentioned this in any of my streams, but I have a wild prediction for the future of the video game industry, the future of video game consoles, the future of how we play our games. And it is basically the gaming of the Netflix of gaming is my prediction. A service which will allow you to play Xbox, PlayStation and Nintendo games all into one place, and third-party games. You would pay either a monthly or yearly subscription, and all of the games will be streamed, either on your TV, on your laptop, your tablet, your phone. And yeah, and the money would basically go to these companies, all of these companies, Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft. Basically, there would be one kind of like, there would be one company that would kind of like set it up for these companies, and basically then like the money would go to this company and the other three companies. That's pretty much how Netflix works, I believe. That's pretty much how Netflix works. Like Netflix obviously get paid, but they obviously pay all of the other various companies who provide the content for Netflix. So I believe the gaming. The Netflix of gaming is on the way. Now I don't mean next generation. I probably would say next generation. So I'd probably say in 10 years time we will see this happen. What would you think about that, Chad? And I think if you look at gaming already now, you can see the starting point of all of this. I mean, if you look at cross-platform play, we have reached a time in gaming now where you can play your friends online in Fortnite regardless of what console you own. There used to be a time where if you wanted to play your friends online, you would have to buy the console that they own. But now with Fortnite and even Minecraft and Rocket League, you have cross-platform play, so you can play your friends universally, regardless of what console they own. And then when you have like Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony standing together at the Game Awards, and you've got like these companies are continually praising each other every time there's a big release. Like every time there's a God of War release, Nintendo or Microsoft will congratulate them and so on. What you think of these big YouTube collections who play old games and just leave it on their shelves? Oh, well, it depends, Chad. It depends, because you do have collectors. There are such things as collectors, people who just like to collect retro games. And then you have people who will play those games. But I have come across those YouTubers who will have like a big massive collection behind them to make... I don't have any real... What do I think about it? I think it's okay. Like if somebody wants to, build a collection of retro consoles and retro games and just put them behind them. But the thing is, we don't know if they don't play them. They probably do play them. They probably just have them displayed like that. I mean, I could do that. I could go into my my room right now and take out all my retro consoles and retro games and put them on a flashy little shelf, and but I still play them. So they probably do play them. I don't know. They probably do play them, but there are collectors out there who will keep games in their original packaging and stuff like that, and they won't play them because that's what collectors do, and that's fine. So that's what I think about it. But come here. What do you think about my idea? Well, not my idea, but my prediction for the next generation of gaming, the Netflix of gaming, where competition, as you know it, is pretty much dead, and you just play the games you like. Because if you just want to play, and think of how much money you would save as well. Sorry, now I'm kind of going off on one again here now, so I have to be careful I don't. But imagine the amount of money you would save. Imagine, like, if you're the kind of gamer who buys all the consoles, imagine how much money you would be saving by simply subscribing to 1 year subscription of this Netflix of gaming, and you can play all the Microsoft games, all the Sony games, all the Nintendo games, all the third-party games in between. Imagine the amount of money you as the consumer would actually be saving. Yeah, wouldn't that be interesting? And again, all the games are streamed. And I think it would work very similar to Netflix. It would just be a service that you would sign into. So you can sign into it on your TV or your laptop. And this company, like, because I don't think it would be just, I think it would be a kind of, it'll be another company that will like make this happen. It could be Sega. It could be Sega. You never know. Sega would be the one that would do it. Get the last kind of, not the last laugh, like, but kind of have their last mark in the gaming industry. That would be so, wouldn't that be so appropriate, wouldn't it? If Sega was the kind of, if Sega was the company that provided the infrastructure for this and provided the platform for this, that kind of way. But what I would think then also is they would provide a box, basically, because if you didn't, like, let's say you didn't want to stream on your TV using smart TV, or you didn't want to use your laptop, or you didn't want to use your tablet or phone, you just wanted to play, like, you wanted to play your consoles in the traditional sense, I would feel that they probably would deliver to you a box. Like, not deliver, personally deliver, but they'll give you a box that you can buy that would basically connect up to your Wi-Fi, connect up to your TV, basically allowing you to have this Netflix of gaming. And then again, it could actually be Netflix themselves that could actually do this. That's one for you. I keep using the term Netflix of gaming, but maybe that's exactly what it will be. Maybe it actually will be Netflix themselves that will actually provide the infrastructure for this. Who knows? Now, obviously, streaming a high-definition movie and like a full-on video game like Red Dead Redemption 2, obviously that's a little bit harder, But no, I can just see that happening. There seems to be a sort of unification of gaming happening now in the industry. You know, where this pretend console war has pretty much ended now, thankfully. This pretend console war that people are just creating in their head, basically. I think it's fully over now. It's finished. There is no console war. There never was to begin with. Like, but this imaginary console war anyway has finally come to an end. So the next step basically is the unification of gaming. Oh my god, this is actually so annoying. I got 9 minutes left. So Chad, before the stream comes to an end, what do you think about that prediction? The Netflix of gaming. Would you like that? Would you like that? Would you sign up to that? You know, a service that allows you to play God of War, Halo and Mario all on the one service. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention as well, one of the biggest kind of clues to this happening is streaming services themselves, including Xbox Pass, which Phil Spencer himself has actually spoke about bringing it to other platforms. I've got a friend who just can't allow his mind to go there, so he's like, mobile, he's talking about mobile, yeah, it's definitely mobile, and those games will never come to PlayStation, they'll never come to Nintendo, he's talking about mobile. No, I don't think he is, personally. I think Xbox as a company is definitely, not a company, but as a platform is changing dramatically. But yeah, we have seen signs of this already happening. I think the streaming services is actually the best sign of it, because that's going to be how it's going to operate, as streaming. But I don't think it's going to be this generation, because these consoles would have been spoken about and there would have been an early development kind of like long before maybe, you know, this would have kind of become a thing. But yeah, I definitely feel like it's damn it, you both. I gotta crash it a little bit. So Chad, let me know what you think in the live chat. Netflix of gaming. Would that be something that you would be interested in? Times it. Oh, I actually thought it was 10 to 5 there for a second. I was like, Jesus, man. Where does the time go? Where does the time go? Okay, I'm gonna do 2 more attempts, including, not including this, because that was just too quick. I always do that. I always just like, it's too quick. Doesn't count. So 2 more attempts, starting now. Okay, not starting now. It's good. I want to get a proper fucking rhythm going before I make it an official attempt. Okay, here we go. So, that didn't come. Spyro, you're playing with, you're playing with me right now. Stop it. Stop it. Come on. Get real here now. Come on. Okay. So this is my proper attempt now. So one more attempt after this, and we're gonna call it a day. Call it a stream. I missed the boat. Okay, I know what to do. Kind of go around in a circle. Kind of a thing. Where is it? There you are. I thought I forgot about you, didn't I? Didn't you? Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh no. Oh man, okay, last attempt. Let's do it. It's now or never. Chad, are you still here? I really want to know what you think about my prediction. for the next generation of gaming. The Netflix of gaming. I mean, if you think it's completely far-fetched and insane and you think I'm crazy, just let me know. Either way, just let me know. I think I made a video about it actually. Oh, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. That's not a proper attempt. I'm going to retry again. That didn't count. And I always do this, but it wasn't a real attempt. So this is a real attempt. Why is it every time that when I'm coming to the end of a stream, I get another viewer? It's like a tradition now. But nonetheless, hello to my second viewer. I hope you enjoy the remaining... here we go. I'm still here. I think it's a good prediction with these big companies, when these big companies do bad. Yeah, so like they can't do bad if they all come together, right? You know, as I say, 2 heads are better than 1, and 3 heads are just, you know, can just do anything. So I think, yeah, bring it together, all these companies in a unified, universal subscription service that can allow you to play God of War, Halo, and Mario all in the one subscription. Man, that is just, that's got to be the future, right? That's got to be the future of gaming. And look at the amount of streaming services that are out there right now. You have PlayStation Pass, PlayStation Now, all of these streaming services. Man, I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm going to have to... die, Spyro. Die. Die, you mother... Who the fuck is outside my house? Fuck is outside my house. Fuck is outside my house. But, yeah, so... yeah, that's my prediction anyway for... I spoke about it before, actually. But I just think the signs are there. I think a lot of these... Nintendo, Sony and Microsoft are continually praising each other. You have cross-platform play, which allows people to play games like Minecraft, Rocket League and Fortnite all together, regardless of what console they own. You have streaming services going on right now. You have Nintendo, Sony and Microsoft standing beside each other at the Game Awards. I just think it's all stepping stones to a future where, you know, where gaming gets brought together. So yeah. So I'm glad you like that prediction, and if it happens, you heard it here first on Green Herb Gaming. You heard it here first on Green Herb Gaming. So Chad, thank you for watching this stream. It's so good to be refreshed now and reignited now, and to be able to just enjoy gaming again without being too kind of occupied or worried about how other people play their games and consoles. So it's very refreshing altogether now. So there's going to be a lot more streams, obviously. No more of these clickbait journalists. Clickbait journalists. Yeah, we've got to stop these clickbait journalists. So I could be one of those like original leakers. So if that ever does happen, and there's ever the Netflix of gaming becomes a reality, you heard it here first. So I want you to be my witness, Chad. You are my witness now to that. You heard it here first on Green Herb Gaming. Johnny from Green Herb Gaming said this. So Chad, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you for watching, and a shout out to my subscribers: ProChronicsVlogz, L4, Electricity Kit, Epic Kit 23, DLA, Damien Sewell, Alan Soon, Mindfix Gaming, Black Knight the Gamer, Aiden Denniston, Hamino Games, and all of me other lovely subscribers. So you all have a... Thank you, Chad. I was just gonna say it. Have a good day, Chad. Have a good day, and thanks so much for the support as always. Thank you for watching the stream, and goodbye.